What is the very plants meant to sustain wildlife end up pushing them to the brink? Mule deer in northeast Wyoming are facing a silent crisis. Cheatgrass, an invasive species, is swallowing their habitat at an alarming rate. And here's where it gets controversial. Could this aggressive grass be the final straw for a species already struggling with human encroachment? Let's dive into the details. Cheatgrass is a master of deception. Picture this. In spring, it sprouts first, blanketing the landscape in a false promise of nourishment. Mule deer, like office workers eyeing stale pretzels on a desk, might nibble it. But by summer, cheatgrass transforms into a dry, twig-like menace. It's as unappetizing as a cardboard box, dearly avoided. A recent study from the University of Wyoming, Rangeland Ecology and Management 2025, reveals a startling threshold. Once cheatgrass covers 20% of an area, mule deer abandon it entirely. At 10 to 16%, they start to lose interest. Below 10%, they still browse. But with cheatgrass spreading rapidly, researchers warn that up to half of the region's prime deer habitat could vanish in the next 2 decades. How did they figure this out? By tracking 115 GPS-collared mule deer and comparing their movements with plant cover maps. The data painted a grim picture. Cheatgrass isn't just a nuisance, it's a habitat killer. And this is the part most people miss. Cheatgrass isn't just displacing plants, it's fueling wildfires. By drying out early, it becomes kindling, wiping out native vegetation and creating a cycle where cheatgrass reigns supreme. It's a self-perpetuating nightmare for ecosystems. But here's the twist. There's hope. Enter Rejuvra, an herbicide approved by the EPA in 2020. It targets annual weeds like cheatgrass while sparing native perennials. Studies show that after treatment, mule deer return in droves, reclaiming restored habitats. Yet, this solution isn't without debate. Is it ethical to use chemicals in vast rangelands? Could it harm other species or soil health? Experts like Jill Randall of Wyoming Game and Fish argue it's a necessary step to protect sagebrush ecosystems, which are lifelines for deer, sage-grouse, and countless other creatures. But critics might ask, are we trading one problem for another? The stakes are high. Mule deer herds are already battered by energy projects, highways, and drought. Losing half their habitat to cheatgrass would be catastrophic. Yet, Wyoming's lawmakers are taking action, funneling millions into invasive grass control. As Kurt Smith, a researcher on the study, puts it, if we do nothing, we're in trouble. But there is hope. So what's your take? Do you think aggressive herbicide use is the answer? Or should we focus on preventing cheatgrass from spreading in the first place? Share your thoughts in the comments. After all, saving mule deer isn't just about science. It's about choosing what kind of future we want for our wild landscapes.